23rd of August, Rabbi Levitt, Gemora.
Okay.
I have to take a second because I'm in the middle of repairing something. I didn't check you back so soon, but I see I was actually missing the time. I'll be back in a second.
Okay. Okay. So,
Won't lose frozen anyway.
okay. So yesterday we started the Bryce after the whole story with the kings and the coins.
Uh-huh.
So we could go from there if you want, because
All right.
in other words, Toshma ein machalalin al mos shel kan. Behein b'Bavel. This is where is this? This is it looks to be about 17 lines from the top of the page, and the first word in the line is mishkachei kapti. Then it says tafshin toshma. Then this is on Tzadi Zion Amud Base 97b.
Right.
And in the art scroll, it's 97B2, left-hand column, the last paragraph.
I've got it. Thank you. Oh, you're back. You froze.
I froze.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
Okay, so Roy, would you like to start the reading today?
All right. Toshima, Kamalun, a refutation of Shmuel's ruling from the following Varisa. Ein Machalilin al Ma'ot or Ma'os Shel Kan Vahain Bavovel. One may not desecrate Master Shani on coins from here, from Eretz Israel, that are presently located in Bava, in Babylonia. One may not desecrate coins.
It's deconsecrate.
Deconsecrate. Oh, I was reading it correctly. Thank you very much. One may not deconsecrate Master Shani on coins from here that are presently located in Babylonia. Vishel Bavel Vahain Ka'an, and neither on coins of Babylonia that are presently located here in Eretz Israel. Shel Bavel Vahain Bavavel Mahalalin, but on coins of Bavel that are presently located in Babylonia, one may deconsecrate Master Shani.
Okay, so we got these three cases, and the first two cases are basically cases where he's in one place with coins from a different place. That's the first two cases, two variations of that. And then the third case is he's got the coins of the place. And so like that, he's in Bavel and the coins are Bavel coins. And like that, he could make a effective deconsecration.
We're taking a general thing, like if you're in another, whatever place you are? Or is it just for Bovel, only between Bovel and Eretz Israel?
That's a good question. It seems to me that the Bryce is specifically talking about a case of coins of Bavel, and because that's where people were, that's where people lived, and also Eretz Israel. Because we're obviously talking about a time where the mitzvah of Meiser Sheni is noheg, is being practiced, and so that's why you find coins of Bavel or even coins of Yerushalayim, and he's in Bavel or he's in Yerushalayim. That's the right. And we asked yesterday, actually, what about the Paris of Meiser Sheni? The Paris of Meiser Sheni, are we talking about, presumably we're talking about Paris of Meiser Sheni, in other words, produce of Eretz Israel. And for some reason he took it back to Bavel, I guess, or something like that. But nevertheless, he's obligated to take them up to Yerushalayim and eat them in Yerushalayim, according to the din of Meiser Sheni. But he's in Bavel and he has Babylonian coins. So how does the deconsecration of these paros of Meiser Sheni work? So we see from this brisa that if he's even though he's in Bavel, not in Eretz Israel, and even if he has coins of Bavel, not coins of Eretz Israel, and they're no good in Eretz Israel, they're not accepted in Eretz Israel, nevertheless, it's a good deconsecration. And so now the Gemora is going to focus on this case of the coins of Bavel, and he's in Bavel, and nevertheless the consecration is good. How does this what it says in the Brisa compare to what Shmuel said? Okay, so now let's take a look at let's go further in the let's go further in the Gemora over here.
Rabbi, are you frozen? Yes.
Today.
Oh, you were frozen for a few moments. From when, after you said, let's go further into the Gemora, and then you froze.
Okay, so let's go further in the Gemora, reading the Gemora from Ketani Mihas. And we go to Lu.
The Brisa teaches at any rate, Ein Mechalelin al Maos Shel Kan Behain Bevavel. When we not deconsecrate on coins from here that are in Babylonia.
Mm-hmm.
So coins from here means coins from Eretz Israel. and they are located in Babylonia. Af al gav de sofo le mesak le hasam. Even though that in the end he's going to go there. He's going to go to Eretz Yisrael. So isn't this similar to the case of Meshan, where Rav Nachman said that if he's going to go to Meshan, then he can use the coins? Therefore, shouldn't we say in this case that if he's going to go to Eretz Yisrael, he can use the coins?
Right. That's the question over here. So the question is on this case of he's got coins of Yerushalayim, Shalkan. Rashi said that's coins of Yerushalayim. And Hein Bavel, the coins and the Balabais, the owner of the Peros and the coins, is in Bavel. And we said in the Brisa, Ein Machalalim, that the deconsecration does not work. It's ineffective. The coins, there's a problem with the coins. So why should there be a problem with the coins? He's on his way to Yerushalayim to use these coins over there. So according to the standard that Shmuel said, and that the Rav Nachman said, that should be valid coins to use. So that's the kasha that comes on them from this brisa over here. So now let's take a look. What is the Gemora answer to this question? And we want to go back to Roy.
What are we dealing with here? Says the,
Yes, my Peter's also.
what are we dealing here in this brisa? Kashem Chayils, is that right?
Yeah, Shemal Chuyos.
Kashem Malchus Malchios, Makapi Din Dos Zo Al Zo. With a case where the monarchies are particular about one another and they search for and confiscate foreign currencies. So we will apply this to Babylon and Eretz Yisrael.
Right. So this is the same answer that the Rav Nachman gave in the Brisa when we had a case of the Brisa like that. That even though he's on his way to the place where these coins can be used, according to
Frozen.
What can be done about it?
So then the coins will not be effective.
Yeah, you were frozen again. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, at least it's good to be cool in this weather.
Right.
I have good air conditioning. So in other words, this that Reb Nachman said that the coins could be used if he's on his way to the place where the coins could be used. Even though he's not now in that place, he's in a different place where the coins cannot be used. But Reb Nachman said that's only that will make the coins good only if the kings are allowing foreign currency to be traded in their country. But if they're not allowing that, and they're not allowing that, then the coins will not be effective. So and not only not allowing that, but even that they're makpid, that they will confiscate any coins that they find, and they'll search after and look to try to apprehend people that have such coins like that. So then, in that case, even if he's on his way to Yerushalayim, such coins are not valid currency, and so therefore they would not be able to be used to deconsecrate Ma'aser Sheni onto such coins. So that's the Gemora's answer, and that will, for the meantime, that will defend the view of Rav Nachman and Shmuel over here. But now the Gemora has another step over here. Now we go back to Lud to read this Ihaki. Gemora has a comeback over here.
Ihaki shall Bavel vitain bevavel lemai chazu. If so, how does the Brisa allow deconsecrating Ma'aser Sheni coins, Ma'aser Sheni on coins of Babylonia that are in Babylonia? For what are they fit? In other words, if you deconsecrate Ma'aser Sheni on a Babylonian coin,
Yeah.
there's nothing you can do with it except take it to Eretz Israel. So why are you allowed to concentrate on it? It's useless.
Okay, so as far as it's good money in terms of the place where he is right now, but that doesn't seem to be good enough, since he's I guess now we're talking about where he's going to have trouble with these coins once he gets to Yerushalayim. Is that it's not really clear to me what the problem is.
The problem is he can't get them to Yerushalayim, because we said this is a case where the government is strict. They're going to confiscate it on the border.
At the border to Yerushalayim, they're going to take his coins away?
Oh, wait a second. Now he's in Babylonia, and these are Babylonian coins.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, the Israeli officials will say you can't bring those coins in here. They're foreign. Yeah, this is what the footnote says, i.e., he cannot take them to Jerusalem to buy food there, as one must do with coins of Ma'aser Sheni, for the authorities in Eretz Yisrael will search for and confiscate Babylonian money, according to Rashi, with emendation of Rashash.
Okay. The Rashash, okay. Okay, so this is a okay. So that's the Gemora's question. Fine. So he may be able to get them out of Bavel, but the minute he gets them out of Bavel and he goes into confronts the authorities in Yerushalayim, he's going to be in trouble. And so if so then even though he's on his way, it won't. Why should it be a good? The Gemara questions why should the Brisa say this is a good consecration? Because the Brisa said this third case is a good consecration. Babylonian coins in Bavel is a good consecration as opposed to the other two. And we do have a Rashi over here. Lamai Chazi. You want to read this Rashi, Lou?
Okay, if I can find it.
Second,
The second wide line.
The Mai Chazi, for what is it useful? Ma lo matzi le emte ui nehu lehacha. And there's a little gimel there. That's probably the Rashbash, right? Rashash.
That's the Bach.
That's the Bach.
Gosa Bach.
Gosa Bach. Okay, so that's a gimel. So that says Rashi Dibra Maskil Lemai Kule Leash Ma Vi Nahu Lahasam. He puts in the word Lahasam. Okay, so
Yeah,
let's.
I think he's switching that word for the word that we have in our text, the Lahacha.
Right. So what is not found? I don't know this word le amti yunuhu.
Okay, Hello Motzi. Look, he's not able. Motzi is not able. Lamtanayu to get them and to take them lahasam over there to Yerushalayim. He's not going to be able to do that. He may be able to get them out of Bavel. He won't have any trouble in Bavel, but he won't be able to get them hustam. He won't be able to get them over there. Over there is over there in Yerushalayim because they'll confiscate them when he arrives in the border of Yerushalayim, wherever the Malchus is over there, and they'll confiscate the money of Bavel. So therefore, why does the Brisa say that it's a proper deconsecration? So on that, the Gemora has a very interesting answer. We'll have to figure out what it is. And we go back to Roy to read us the one-line answer. Chazu.
The very bottom of 97b2, Roy.
Chazul. Chazul Dezavin Behu Behama Bemasik Yerushalayim. All right. They are fit so that he can buy with them an animal here in Babylonia and take it up to Jerusalem to be slaughtered and eaten there.
So in other words, he puts the produce on the money, and then he uses the money to buy the cow.
Mm-hmm.
Creation, they will be accepted in the shuk, and there's no trouble from the Malchus. So instead of taking the coins all the way up to Yerushalayim, he's going to have to trouble himself a little bit and use the coins here in Bavel and buy. The Gemora says an animal, and then he'll go up to Yerushalayim with the animal, and I guess eat the animal in Yerushalayim. I guess is what the idea is.
And the footnote says that
Yeah.
probably this Brisa was follow the Tanaic view that permits buying a live animal with Mesa Sheni coins outside of Jerusalem. Alternatively, it would permit buying the live animal with Mesa Sheni coins outside of Jerusalem in this.
Okay, let's see Tosfos over here. Tosfos says, Zavin Behu Behemo Masik Yerushalayim. This is the third Tosfos from the bottom of the page. Tosfos says over here, in Tomer, Hasanya, if you'll ask, but the Brisa says in Perak Ish B'Kadesh, Ein lokhin behema b'mos ma'aser sheni, says Tosfos. We got a Gemora in Kedushin that says that one may not purchase an animal with ma'aser sheni money. Meaning you could purchase other things with ma'aser sheni money, but like for I guess I don't know fruits or other things. But a behema, for some reason, does not work. So the Gemara over here seems to be contradicting the Gemara over there, says Tosfos. V'yesh leima, says Tosfos, but one could offer the following answer. The pluktehi b'perek lulav gazel the sanya echad. Shvius ve'echad ma'aser sheni machalalin al behema chaya. Tosfos says, in fact, this is a matter of disputes in the Gemara, because I'll show you another Gemara, says Tosfos. This is a Gemara in Lulav Agozo, which is in Sukkah, that the Brisa says over there whether he has money that has kedusha shvius, that would be money that was given to pay for peros of shvius, or he has money of ma'aser sheni that the peros of ma'aser sheni was deconsecrated onto these coins. In either case, these two types of coins, they could. And now they have kedusha, these coins, right? These the way the deconsecration works is that the kedusha of the peros shvius and the kedusha of the ma'aser sheni fruit is being deconsecrated, and where does the kedusha go? It doesn't disappear into thin air. It goes onto the coins. So now the coins have kedushas shvius, kedushas ma'aser sheni, and they have halachas. Therefore, and the Tosfos is telling us, the Gemara in Sukkah is saying that you may use these coins to purchase a behema, and the text also says chaya, and you have to add on behema chaya ba'of bein chayim bein shchutim. He's going to get his yontif meat today, I hope. Be'ezus Hashem.
This is Sukkah's what?
Very auspicious Gemara that we have for Lou today.
This is in Sukkah's what? Sukkah.
This is the Gemara in Sukkah Daf Mem Amud Beis 40b. Look it up. In Perik Lulav Agozel. So Tosfos says that it's a plukta, meaning that we have one Gemara which holds that you may not purchase an animal, even a kosher animal, with ma'aser sheni gelt, and that's the Gemara in Kedushin. But you got a Gemora in Sukkah that says that you could. You could use it to purchase any manner of kosher animal, whether it's alive, whether it's been shefted. And so our Gemora over here in Bava Kama would seem to be, according to what the Gemora is answering over here, will hold like the Gemora in Sukkah, that one may use a Ma'aser Sheni geld to purchase an animal. Okay. Now this is very interesting. Oh, actually, we didn't read the whole what it says over here in Sukkah. Divrei Reb Meir, those were the words of Rebbe Meir. Chachamim omrim al shchutin machalalin, al chayin ein machalalin. So the Chachamim say, well, it depends. If the meat is geschoften, it's properly shechted meat, so then the coins can be consecrated onto the meat, and then the meat will get the kedusha of Ma'aser Sheni, and then you'll bring up the meat to Yerushalayim, and when you get to the border over there, they don't have anything to say to you, I guess, according to this. They'll allow you to bring in shechted meats. They're just makpid about coins, but they're not makpid about shechted meat. Only on al chayin ein meschalin, but the Chachamim say not on meat, on a live animal. Reb Meir afilu lechatchila shari kedemuchak betosefta tehasam, and according to Reb Meir, this chila is permissible to do this, like it says in the Tosefta that you could do this. Diktani behedya machalalin. That's what it says in the Tosefta over there, that one can do it. Didn't say if it was done then it's kosher b'diavad. It said one could do it. Machalalin, you could go and do this. That means it's lechatchila. Okay, so that's a little bit about what Tosa says over here.
We're not left with any conclusion yet? No. Just because Tosafos says it, it brings up a counter argument. Doesn't mean that's the end of it, does it?
There is an opinion, the opinion of Rebbe Meir.
Oh, you're back. All right. Good. And you're muted. Mm-hmm.
But what we were talking about over here was a live animal, because this person, he doesn't want to take 100 pounds of meat up to Yerushalayim. That will be quite difficult for him to do. Gemora's suggestion was to resolve the difficulty, the Gemora said, let him buy an animal, a live animal. And the animal has legs; it'll be able to walk up to Yerushalayim, and like that, it won't be so difficult for the person to take the animal up to Yerushalayim. The Gemora is trying to make it easy on him. But Rabbi Meir, in fact, said whether it's shechted meat, whether it's a live animal, either way, lechatchila, he could use the coins of Ma'aser Sheni to deconsecrate them onto the animal in the purchase.
Mhm.
So now, what Tosfos has done over here is that Tosfos is adding over here. He says, "V'ha iktani besukkah mischalalin mishum rabbonin dafilu b'di eved ein mechalalin." The Rabbanan said only a shechted meat will be allowed, but not a live animal. Ein mechalalin. So even b'di eved, it won't work, according to the Rabbanan. And then Tosfos has another answer. For Odyesh Loimar, Tosfos says, alternatively, rather than getting embroiled into a machlokes between Rabbi Meir and the Chachamim over here, particularly when the halacha would follow the Chachamim and not Rabbi Meir, he's only he's a singular opinion against the Chachamim, the majority opinion. So we don't really want the answer of the Gemora to go according to a minority opinion, if we could help it. So that would explain why Tosfos over here is bringing another answer. V'od yesh lomer, says Tosfos, we can further give another answer over here that might be more satisfying, perhaps. Yesh lomer de b'shmaisen keven de efshar be'inyan acher. Here, in this situation of the deconsecration of the Babylonian coins in Bavel, there's what else? What is the person going to be able to do otherwise? If we don't allow this to be effective, there's no way for him to. What else should you want him to do? It's not possible for him in any other way. He has no alternative. Why not? She'ein yochol alos hamos.
Mm.
Says Tosfos, and Efshar b'inyan acher.
All right. Rabbi, you're muted again. You went off screen and then back on again.
So therefore, Tosfos says that he feels that in this circumstance, even the Rabbanan of Rebbe Meir, who argue with Rebbe Meir on the Gemora in Sukkah, and they say not with a live animal, But over here, Shari the Mizban Behu Behema, Lukuli Alma. Even according to the Rabbanan, according to all opinions, it'll be permissible to buy the behema with these Babylonian coins in Bavel, and then he'll be able to take the animal up to Yerushalayim. The timer the ein lokchim behema imos meiser sheni pirush bekuntris bekedushin. Now, if you want to know what's the reason why it is that you're not allowed generally to purchase an animal with coins that have kedushas meiser sheni, Rashi explains that in the Gemora in Kedushin that we brought before, that said that you're not allowed to buy a behema with coins of meiser sheni. What's the reason for that? Explains Rashi over there. Mishum kachasha ve'ein hatam b'shvil kain ela ken meforish besukkah. The Amar Hasam Machlokes v'Zachorim Ava b'Nekebois Divrei Hakol b'Shchutin Mischalolin ve'ein Chayin ve'al Chayin ein Mischalolin Shema Yigdal mehem Adorim u'b'Zachorim Pligi. Okay, so we'll have to get back to this last point that Tosas is making over here. Tomorrow, Be'ez Hashem.
Thank you.
Okay, 12:30. Saved by the bell.
All right. Have a good day. Be well. See you, Lou.
My trip to the farm was postponed till tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I'm here now. So in Yimir Hashem tomorrow, I'll probably be leaving in the middle of the second shear.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, hopefully we can resolve this matter of the buying the behema by then.
Yeah, I got to know what to do when I get to the farm.
Okay.
All right.
Have a great
Okay.
day.